was you. I'm not trying to get no fucking copyright. Dude, I honestly don't know if it's gonna be in focus, because the fucking thing is bouncing all over the place. And I don't even know where the fuck to begin. So we're on our way to the gym. It's 24 fucking degrees out, and less than a fucking, no, not a week ago, but right before Christmas, I took I took a trip to Jupiter to kind of just relax, see what was out there in XYZ, because it was kind of turning the fold into the new year. Came back, Christmas, New Year, and it has just been a hectic, I don't want to say shitty, but like just wicked end to the year. And I honestly don't know what I've put up prior to this, or if anything has gone up prior to off-season prep and this and that, because it's just I ended up pulling from social media because of an injury that I have literally told no one about, but my right quad has just been fucking dick, and it's just not been getting better. I haven't been seeking just PT or anything of that sense, because I just kind of been fucking wicked busy. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with Powerhouse. I don't know how in-depth I will go into this video, but I am also recording a podcast literally after the gym session tonight. So we are, what's today's day? We are on the 5th, which I'm sure it'll be the 6th by the time I'm recording the podcast, because we have a pretty wicked pull session. But we do have a lot to talk about on the gym front, on why I went to Florida, what's going on with Powerhouse, what's going on with everything surrounding Powerhouse, the sister LLCs, the supporting brands, XYZ, and this and that. And I'm just going to kind of gather my thoughts. I don't really care for the length of videos anymore. You guys can see I am still like kind of active on my socials, which again, if you're not following and for some reason you're following here and not on Instagram, and I don't know if I'm going to be running with Snap. I kind of played with it for a little bit, kind of haven't. If I am, all the stuff is going to be probably on the screen below or in the description below. But definitely considering kind of jumping back on Twitter as well, or X, they're labeling it now, just because Elon Musk says I can talk my shit. But kind of since Elon bought it, I've kind of been keeping up with it in terms of like what you can say and this and that, and Threads is corny. There's no way I was jumping on Threads. But I'm a social creature, so I look into that stuff. I dabble with that stuff. I see what's what, see what I can invest in, see what I can, in terms of like time and shit like that. So, but anyway, that's a tangent in and of itself. But you guys can see like I'm not even posting myself too much, or not nearly as active on my social, at least personally, unless it's something involving the gym or stuff like that. I think I posted one fucking driving clip in Jupiter. Just because it was just literally just for me to go out there and disconnect from the outcome or whatever vision I will explain and that we're trying to attain. But yes, definitely been posting not nearly as much of myself and stuff like that, just because work as a whole has been busy, which that is not a complaint. That is just the reality of what I'm embarking on. There's a lot of new roles I'm taking on, a lot of new positions I'm acquiring, a lot of opportunities that I may be giving to people. So there is a lot that we are probably going to discuss. Again, it's all within the realm of the gym world and the sister LLCs, like I've mentioned already. But going back to long form, I'm not really with the short-term content. It was fun while it lasted. I mean, I'm not leaving it, but it would like for jumping back and giving more attention into the long form content. I'm not really with the diminishing my quality or my words or my training, my this, my that. If it's for you, you stay, you comment, you like, you share it, you subscribe. If it's not, then it's not. I mean, I've literally taken such a long hiatus trying to understand like what is it that I want to do, what is it, and this is no new year, new me bullshit. This is everything I've already been doing. It's just honing in and trying to really funnel down on what I want, on what is important to me, the team I want to build, the team I want to lead, who's antagonizing it, who's with it, who's not, you know, just cutting people off, you know, giving chances but just like getting rid of them if they kind of don't assume the responsibility when it was granted to them. And this guy's a custom plate on an A3, which makes me want to kill myself. But, and he's got an exhaust too. Definitely killing myself. But yeah, definitely, I don't care for the P-brain retention quality. I don't care for the, you know, like the Instagram is the highlight reels, you know, and like literally in terms of like promoting or advertising or this or that, which is cool. I'm using what I'm using it for. I'm probably not even going to be posting much captions anymore, at least when it's involving me. This guy just passed a solid fucking red light. Dude, what the fuck is going on? And I'm pretty sure this light has that fucking camera shit. Oh my god. You know, like when the light, so it's a left, I don't know if I have focus, but it's like a left turning lane arrow, and then like when that arrow turns red, typically the stoplight for the traffic that's not turning will turn green, but it's a delayed green because the oncoming traffic has the prolonged green arrow. And this guy just kind of you know, like if you're trying to time it and you get off the brakes and you try to like slingshot ahead, and he just like rolled right through it. So that was fucking sick. Yeah, I'm ready to take back what's mine. I'm ready to kind of kick it into gear. There's probably going to be, there might be a few, I don't want to say a lot, but a few new eyes on me now. A lot of people have kind of latched onto me. I know we got a lot of traction from Alexis, from, I believe, fuck, is it Caesar? Damn it, I'm gonna fuck his name up, man, because I literally too many names, too many faces. But point being is, like, I'm now in charge of like building, well, I've always been in charge, but now just like kind of just falling into the role because like the stuff with the gym, you know, and I'll explain that literally when we get to the gym, has all kind of fallen into place, XYZ, you know, like the moving pieces are kind of done, at least to the bulk of it. So now I'm gonna start looking at like bringing on athletes, doing the sponsorships, the advertisements, the whole like fitness culture and stuff like that. So then again, I don't know if that's gonna be on the podcast, on this video. I'm not really, if I have something on my mind, I'm gonna say it without like kind of elaborating too much on it. Again, like if it's something you guys want to hear or talk, obviously we'll do that because I am touching base on the podcast later. But let me go to the gym, let me warm up, and let's figure it out. So the gym is kind of busy right now, and that's actually giving me fucking AIDS right there. The fact that there's literally, I'd rather like both sides be racked, but there's literally one side racked. So new trees, right? I mean, this is just like fucking, so the gym's busy right now, so like I'm just gonna spend some time and kind of just like why are there shoes on the fucking floor? Oh my lord. All right, so we're gonna start at like the furthest part of the gym. So we used to have like a batting cage there, got rid of it. That's honestly where I do all my posing because the lighting is just great there. We have a mural of God knows who, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful because I know he passed away. But it's like important to the guys in jiu-jitsu. Now also including jiu-jitsu, we did a complete rebrand of, it's now labeled Altus Jiu-Jitsu, which it is now led by like one of Paul's best friends and most loyal people ever, which is Moreno, which is the guy like literally right up there. You guys have seen him on my post before, and he's actually the one, if it loads, I'll punch in. On top of jiu-jitsu, complete rebrand of the gym. I mean, just like literally there was never racks in this room. There wasn't even anything here. We got racks, we got, you know, and I honestly, to save everybody like the tangent, probably just head over to the Instagram or the Powerhouse page and just see everything that's been done. I kind of don't want to like reiterate myself in terms of like what's been done. We have progress along the whole way. Paul has been doing lives, and there's a speaker right above. Oh, speakers were redone as well, so they're like booming and loud as shit, especially when it gets like later in the evening / day, when it gets like less busy. It just feels that much more louder because there's just like literally less people. Wi-Fi is a lot better. There are no more dead spots. I remember like this area was kind of like a dead spot. I remember like when I would be posing and stuff like that, it would just kind of die out in here, like type of thing. Because again, these are like hard concrete walls. It's an older building, but just everything. I mean, like, oh god, new equipment, new loop bridges, new this, new that. Like I said, just head over to the Powerhouse page. Again, all of it's going to be linked in the bio in terms of what's been done. I don't want to like spend too much time on like, oh my god, like this is like, you know, 2.0, because again, it is also getting better from this point. I didn't think I was going to take this long of a hiatus to kind of explain to you guys. The goal was to kind of explain it along the way, but things just got really busy, and there's a lot of moving parts in play. So now that like a lot of the gym is set up, and again, a lot meaning like 80-90%, I do want to kind of push into effect the concept of now building a brand, like building a brand from within, using the people that have already been on the page and stuff like that. So like a lot of guys are asking, a lot of you guys are asking that are like following me on the page and stuff like that now. You're like, oh, I want to be shy, you know, can we do a video, can we do this, can we do that? And the God's honest truth is I don't pick favorites, and I don't really care like who you are, as long as I know you're a good athlete, you stand for what we stand for. Because here's the thing, when I signed, I don't even know how many months ago, it hasn't even been a full year yet, it's going to be a full year in a couple months, but when I signed a couple months ago, I wasn't a fan, nor was Paul, of what's going on here. I didn't like the people that were here, I didn't like the kids that were here, I didn't like and again, some people were good, some people were bad, but like the concept of the power of vetting your own business and having that authority of like, yo, we don't want you here, like it's not for like sell, you kind of have to buy kind of type of mentality, is the reason why like when I came in, and I'm like really good at like reading people in terms of like who's a good athlete, who has good morals, who has this X, Y, Z, that, because it's just like, it's one thing to have a pretty face and a good body, but it's just like, I don't want you involved in our brand, and I don't want you representing the brand if I know, like, and hey, I'm not perfect, I may misjudge your character, and I'm not saying like we need the perfect athletes, because first of all, I'm no perfect, I'm the fucking sinner, I'm no perfect person, but again, as long as you're just like in here with good morals, you're supporting people with their progress and their dreams and their vision, not even as like bodybuilders or powerlifters or just like whatever, like jiu-jitsu, as long as you're in here with a goal, there's ambition, you're outcome oriented, you're focused on whatever it is, even if it's like you just want to come in and have fun. Honestly, like, you may not be my cup of tea, you may not be my person, but as long as, again, like, you're respecting the gym, you're helping us, you're doing this, you do whatever, that's what I look out for. So there's a lot of things I look out for, and for those of you that are really like, oh, I want to be shot, I want to be on the page, just be a good person, be a good athlete, know what the fuck you're doing, and then like we'll talk, because there's a lot of you that are asking. So that puts a stent in that. Now, in terms of what's been happening with the sister stores and the sister LLCs, Foundation Tampa is officially sold, or not officially sold, it has been officially sold, not as of this video, but it's been sold. And Foundations up here is we're leaving completely. We're doing our own thing. This I'm speaking on prematurely because I don't know if it's actually secured. The decision is made that we left it as of the new year, the first of the new year, January 1st, 2024. And Foundation Tampa was just dragging, man. I mean, we were getting fucked every single way possible. It was just unwanted stress. Myself and Paul just kind of butted heads because of the fact that like shit was going on, and not even butting heads in terms of like disagreements or XYZ. It's just like when shit's not going right and we are in the business of just, we got to make money. Like, and I'm not trying to sound two-dimensional, like, oh, these guys are only focusing, but like, if we can't do what we do, we can't have fun here. So like that, you know, like super long story short, it didn't work out. And maybe I'll get Paul on a podcast that we can, if and when he wants to talk about that or describe it. The details are his to tell, but they are sold, and it was no secret. We were discussing it week in, week out, month in, month out, until publicly we finally made the announcement. So in terms of details and stuff like that, that's not my information to give, so I will leave that up to him. And I'm trying to think if I missed anything else, but other than like new equipment and just like literally 110% revitalizing the gym, I'm focused. We did it in a good time. I can start my prep. I can kind of see what's going on with my quad. I'm not really like interested in right now, even though it still kind of hurts on like off days, and that's like a total another thing in and of itself. But I do want to focus and get a nice gym session in tonight because it just turned 10:30. I'm trying to kill a little bit of time. There are some people in here to kind of focus and give you guys, probably just gonna do a mic'd up session and whatever's on my mind and stuff like that, in terms of like, I don't know, people coming into the new year, new me bullshit, which is not like bullshit if you follow it, and I'm all for like drawing a line in the sand. I just kind of hate why everybody waits up until this point, but or like up until the new year. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but I was never that guy. So, but I can kind of gauge it and see like why it's kind of like admirable and like why people need like that fresh start to do it. So let me get my pre. Let's get everything moving. I'm gonna wait for it to die down a little bit, and I'm gonna be pulling tonight. So let's see what we got. You know what I just realized? I hope the audio is good. All right, so we're on a scoop and a half with yay water. I was gonna do EAAs as well, but I'm not. So Jack and fucking Cristiano are here, and Jack is running over right now. He's on way too much caffeine. I usually come this fucking late because these fucking assholes aren't here, and this is what I walk into. 1.3. Woo! Woo! So much for a quiet workout tonight. And I completely forgot our cleaning guys come later, which doesn't really bother me, but yeah. So they're actually pulling as well. Cristiano's just working or watching his girl work out. They're not really training, so yeah. So I don't know how much you guys have seen on YouTube, but like I said, just go to Instagram, go to the Powerhouse and see what's going on. But this is the revamp of everything. So obviously the fucking platform there. We got a big black guy over there screaming, yeah, buddy. We got Powerhouse logo. We got more cages here. We got dumbbells there, dumbbells in that corner. So, and just a whole bunch of machinery. And everything has like been done. There hasn't been anything that hasn't been touched. And if it hasn't been touched because we really like the machinery, there is some stuff more coming in, but I'm excited. I guess I'm a little inside of my head in terms of like everything and kind of coming back to this platform, just because it's forcing me to kind of talk to a fucking camera and stuff like that, because I haven't been in a while, because it's literally what I do for a living. But now talking to it, re-talking back to it is just a little bit like I'm having a little bit of a self-image issue. So the fact that Jack is cracked out and Cristiano's here with his girl kind of just like vibing, music's good, there's not really much people in the gym, I feel like it's kind of helping me with like that level of self-confidence, because I know a lot of people like want to record and like, I don't know what I want to record, and I'm gonna kind of say with a grain of salt, make sure there's some like make sure it's subjective, make sure there's a reason why you're recording. Like, I mean, with me, I feel like I have a lot of lessons I can teach just from either the mistakes I've made, the business endeavors I'm on, the new stuff I'm creating, as a content creator, just as like a visionary and stuff like that, and then just my pursuit to the bodybuilding stage and stuff like that, so in that career. So just make sure there's something you're recording for. I mean, I guess you could do it just from like an entertaining purpose, but I feel like that's more of like the short form content that I was raging and tangenting on before. But headphones are going on. I don't think I'm doing a mic up. Maybe I'll just do a voiceover or just record. We'll see. So I didn't even show you guys the warm up, but we have finally the the lat pullover machine. Dude, the lat pullover machine is single-handedly like my fucking favorite like back movement. Like in terms of row, pullovers. That's like a machine pullover, not like a cable pullover, but even over the cable pullover, because I like the cable pullover a lot. It has just been so fucking good to me. And one thing we didn't tell you guys about like the new equipment and stuff like that is they're literally like hand-picked, and like they're different branding, they're different. Like I have my favorite chest press machine. Like, so when I'm like asking, or like when we were buying the stuff and stuff like that, I was like, we really need to get like not one-off pieces, but a lot of the pieces are homologated. So like, if you guys go back to my older videos, when I used to train in Florida, or like when I go every now and then at Revive, they have an old school, I forgot what brand it is, but it's a chest press, and we have the homologated. And homologated is just someone finding an old piece of fucking equipment or design or material and just getting it better with like newer equipment and stuff like that. And while that doesn't always necessarily mean better because it's recreated, it is like an effort to recreate kind of what's already good, but like, can you make it better? But sometimes like when people do try to create it to make it better, that doesn't necessarily mean it's always better. So like, you guys can get that tangent and stuff like that. So we're warming up on that pullover, honestly, even on like my chest days and stuff like that. So my upper body took a lot, and I don't know if you're not following me on Instagram, you haven't really seen physique updates and stuff like that, but I'm gonna try to give you guys as raw as an update as I can. in terms of like, well, it won't be raw because like literally I'll have like a pump and stuff like that. So the pre is kind of kicking in right now. So we did just 2 feeder sets of a pullover, and then I went and did some lat pull downs just to literally get my lats warm up, because I always had like a lower left lat problem in terms of like activation and stuff like that, and it stems down from like the nerve damage that's just constantly there. It's never gonna leave. So I just have to, it's just constant homework that I have to do. So like knowing that I do and am a little more precautious and more tedious on my back days. And now as a default, my upper days just in general, because like I don't want my chest to suffer and stuff like that either. So we're gonna be doing supinated barbell rows. Just kind of gonna gauge the weight. I don't really go off of weight and stuff like that anymore. So taking everything was just kind of a feel factor, and like it has evolved my training. So I did it purposely, but I am waiting until this whole new year, new me crowd is done. But I am gonna be reopening up my applications for coaching and training, just to kind of see and gauge people, because a lot of people are like, oh, we want to work with you for the new year and this and that. And well, yes, it's exciting, and yes, it's money coming in. It's not worth it for me for people to be wasting my time. It's seriously, like, I'm so blessed to be at a position in my life to, like, literally turn people down, because I just don't even want the headache of you giving me your money but having to hold you accountable. Because, like, here's the thing. From a coaching perspective, integrity and accountability goes both on the client and the coach. So while you are allowed, and people do, including myself, have a bad day, I'd rather fight for someone where their integrity and accountability is super high, and they'll tell me things like, hey, I'm having a bad day and this and that, because then like I'll fight for you to go to the gym, or I'll keep you in check, because that's my job as a coach. But now if you're not even going to hold your end of the bargain, and it's more homework than it is just having that high level of integrity, just out of respect for yourself, to come to the fucking gym, it's not even worth the money, because then I'm just going to be edging you guys every morning like, hey, are you going to the gym, or you know, like, what time are you coming, or this. I don't want to do that. That's not worth the money for me. So like, I've been able to vet my business, and that's a whole nother conversation, which I'm going to run the podcast tonight on, having the opportunity to vet all of my businesses, like literally just scrapping down to ground zero. And it's not really ground zero, because I have a foundation and a skill set at which I've been able to develop over the past couple of years. And the concept of vetting and recreating is now starting, you know, taking your skill level and that foundation that you already know, drawing the line in the sand, and proceeding more efficiently and better. So pre is definitely kicking in, and this is going to be a long video. I'm kind of excited. I'm keeping it super raw. I'm not really going to do much cuts unless it's like for training and like the clips and shit like that. But the talks and shit like that, I can feel... I feel better. I feel better talking to the camera right now. There's a couple people in the gym, and they're looking at me, and it's a little frustrating, because I'm like, fuck. But I like it right now. So we're going to set up the platform right behind us, which is one of the 4 in this room that are new. And we're going to get to roast. So I played back the footage. That's fantastic. I'm not gonna go any heavier. So it looks retarded light, and honestly it is. And it just feels great on my lats and stuff like that. So what you guys have to remember, at least with me personally, the neck and nerve damage, I'm telling you, when it even just spikes, not even hurts, like, it is so bad. So like, when I say level of attention and level of care that I take with training my back, it's so hard. And just because I can't really push that threshold of like, yeah, train. With everything else, I can do that. With my back though, or like even some like chest movement, pushing movements, I can't really push that threshold, because if I exceed that limit, and again, it is a physical limit, it's a physical cap that I can't work past. If I hit that threshold, it's like fuck, and then it's like I'm out for at the bare minimum a couple days, and I mean I can kind of split the leg day up with like the quad and hamstring, but now the quad got hurt, my right quad got hurt, and it's like I can't. So now even if my neck or like the trap fucking nerve fucks up, it's like I have to be careful because I can't even overexert, because like if I have to split the leg day up, I often want to kill the quad and then the hammy on a glute on vice versa days, but now I can't even do that and overexert the quad, because then if that gets hurt and this gets fucking stimulated again, it's like fuck. So, but I am doing oh, I didn't even mention the saunas, which I don't know if I'll do today, because I think it's like 12 o'clock already. I said I was gonna work out at 11, right? It's fucking midnight, but that's because Jack and Cristiano and the guys are here. But yeah, saunas. So like recovery's been great. We're doing weekly massages and stuff like that. So just to, you know, trying to take control back of my body, because I've just been so, I don't want to say not fair, but really brutal to it is everything right now. So what feels good actually gives me the most progress. And I know that's something hard for you guys to grasp, because it's always like, oh, heavier and this and that, while heavy has its place in the gym, and I'm all for it. Me listening to my body has given me so much more capability in terms of like what I'm actually moving. Does it make sense? X, Y, Z, you know, so yes. 2 more sets to failure here, and then I'm gonna show you actually one of my other favorite machines. Of course, the one fucking machine I want to use, the fucking 4 people that are in the gym, 1 person's on it. So this is fantastic. So I'm taking this time to fucking go show you the saunas now. So they're replicated both in obviously the male and the female bathroom. I think it's a 5 or 6 person capacity, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just gonna show you guys right now. Hold on. And we're doing the floors too, like the little fucking the setups. This is where we walk in, all the way down there. This is PMR. I hope there's no fucking dicks out. Nope. I'm walking in. I'm like, I hope there's no dicks out. This is the sauna in here, and they're using it right now. Is your dick out?
Yeah, if you want it to be.
It's hot as fuck in here.
Goddamn right it is.
Adjust it?
Well, it's off now, but if I turn it back on and do this, it's at 10. Drop it by 10 degrees if you want.
Sick focus.
And yeah, goes up by 5 for time, goes down by 10 for degrees, specifically Fahrenheit. I don't know if you can change it. Can you change it? No, I don't know.
So that's fire. So full ass R2D2 in there. So that's cool. So it's replicated both male and female. That's and obviously the locker rooms got revamped. So fucking marble showers, fucking all this fancy shit. Is there a dick in here? Nope. So there's that. Obviously the locker rooms that you guys have seen. Marble, all that fancy shit.
But kissing happens in that stall right there.
All right, and that's how you get canceled on YouTube. So obviously you guys know like the fucking over there and all that stuff. So hey, have a good day, sir.
See you later, buddy.
Hey, say goodbye.
Ciao.
Ciao. See you later, Sam. So that was Cristiano. So now the gym's kind of dying down, and the one person that's in the gym is on the fucking piece of machine that I want to use. So, but that's just, I mean, like the marble on the fucking, just everything. I mean, we got new, like fucking fancy lights up there, dude. It's just been, and what's getting done over there on the floor is what's done already over here, like the little. Just everything and anything has been touched in this gym. So the reason why I've been MIA is for that fucking reason. There's not a single thing, like down to the border I was just talking to, like all around the gym. I'm so fucking in love. The belt squat, I'm so in love with all of it. It is such a good look right now. Like I literally come in here sometimes like really fucking late at night, and I'll dead ass sit at the counter and just look at the gym. And even the platform that was there, like the little step-up platform, like when like our first video where I was like, we're doing 2.0, was done. Like it just makes the gym look that much more bigger. We didn't gain that much more space, but it closed the gap that much more, and it's just like so much fucking bigger. It's awesome, and I just couldn't be happier. I really could not be happier. We're optimizing every square inch of this place. We're getting more. It's gonna get tighter, literally from a physical standpoint. And I'm just like super amped. So I'm chatting right now because the one machine that I want to use, the guy's looking at me because I'm talking on the fucking camera. So I'm gonna stop talking and wait to get on the machine. It's the infamous machine I was talking about. So I hope you guys can hear me, but it's you can adjust it here, right? So as soon as this wants to cooperate. No way. Okay, yeah, so here you can bring it closer or further. I usually put it at around 2. I'm going neutral grip. You can set your pad height. This is not really gonna move. So like I said, the one that's at Revive that got homologated, what I was talking about before by this machine, it was plate loaded on the front, and again, it's just a concept of a row. But now it's obviously, because it's a homologated, more efficient version, it's pin loaded. And I kind of like these pins because it's easily applicable to do drop sets or like ascension sets, like pyramid sets, because they're just dials. So like you could flick all 3. So it's on 80 right now. If I did 130 and 150, as soon as I drop the 150, I don't have to now load. I don't have to take a plate off and do math. It's just like I can flick the pin and use it. And yeah, so I'm gonna do the set now because I was waiting for fucking so long for this guy to get off the machine, and he's finally off of it. And I'm on too much caffeine. All right, let's work it. So I'm gonna end up supersetting. So we have the mag grip. I hope you can see that. With pullovers, but like pull downs for lat pullovers. Yeah, that's pull downs, that's pullovers. I don't know how I explained it before, but that's how we're running it right now. So 2 sets of failure here with a superset to failure there as well. Obviously, that's like literally half the weight of what I normally do, just to get blood pumping to the lats. I'm feeling great. I'm gonna do, so also we got different benches. If our benches on the OG side are a little lower, I tend to use those for more pushing movements, but on the newer benches that we have, which are actually original benches in the training room that we just got like literally more of because we got more dumbbells, are a little more oriented for chest supported stuff, because the way the pin is set up on the OG ones, on the left hand side you kind of hit this pin that's on those benches, as opposed to those where it's just it's not pinned, it's just like I guess, I don't even know what you call those, like the seat position, but the actual incline in and of itself, they're like pegs, they're not fucking, it's not pin loaded, so, or pin locked, pin pressured, pin. Nope. Oh, do I know my camera distance or what? What I'll often do at the end of the sets, as you guys kind of see, I finish like half range of motion, but almost where it's already activated, so I won't do a full stretch. I'll obviously on the lat pull down. Over here, your lats are fully engaged and in a full stress position. And almost like halfway through the movement, you're almost like engaging, like, hey, lats, are we working? And then I just pull it down for the squeeze portion of it when it gets really hard. So 2 more sets here. Do some biceps and get the fuck out of here because I have 19% and 14 minutes left. It's gonna be a long fucking video. quick 1-2 on update. I don't know how it is syncing out, but I don't know how any of that look. If it look like shit, I'll update you when I get home. I'm hungry. See, that's why I make my protein hot cocoa, because I don't have to race home now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Do you know where your Yanni is? Dude. Okay. I gotta disconnect the water. Actually, let me show you guys the poop. Oh my god. Wide lat syndrome. Just kidding. Actually, I don't know if I left the lights on back here. Ooh. She's frosty. Dude, that is fuck. So tomorrow I'm bringing her inside the garage because she's a frosty girl. Yeah. So this was, yeah, it's a frosty girl. She looks kind of good frosted. Whatever. I was working on the Z for a little bit. We were wrapping it, and obviously that's all done, but I gotta be quiet now because everybody's sleeping and it's 1 o'clock. So I don't know if I'm gonna podcast today or tomorrow. Apparently there's church going on. Big on church now. Whole lot of shit has been going on that I haven't told you guys about. We'll pick up in the morning. Fuck. I just woke up. It was literally, I think that showed properly. It's 2:24. I didn't get to sleep till like 4. So, yeah, I kind of gotta go home. This is pretty flat. It's just natural sunlight. Gotta shave my legs. I literally just woke up. Flexing is hard when you wake up. I got this fat ass fucking. Dude, my lips are getting cut up. That's pretty, oh my god. It's as raw as that comes. Actually, speaking of raw, I'm gonna get some clothes on. I don't know what I'm weighing. I'm not weighing myself because it's not an accurate time or accurate sleep. I will weigh myself in the new video though. But speaking of raw, I got a whole bunch of shit, so let me get some clothes on, let me show you. I already opened the other. So, elbow, I put the knee sleeves in there. A whole bunch of this is just a hat. Secret stuff. These are old. This is cool. It's like a metal shaker, I think. Yeah, metal. The new Mystery Essential creatine, a shit ton of this stuff, another all blacked out bottle, the blacked out hat. I gotta start doing more giveaways, and then I'm gonna open this one. Let me know if you guys are let me know if that's something you guys want when it comes to like giveaways and stuff, because all this stuff is obviously every month. Oh, this is like the essential stuff. Also, I started getting XL and like everything, so this isn't mine. This is a guarantee it's gonna be my new favorite. It's like a baby blue, and if you guys know me and my colors, we got like a red, black, off-white and black lettering, so kind of like reverse colorway. Black on black is always a steal. A long sleeve, white black. The new raw beanie, I think it's new, or I just got the same one. And then I got the oh, this is like the limited Christmas one, because I got the gingerbread. And then my mystery like the thing was like, if you got more than whatever, you got a good amount of free. So that was just one shipment. So I'm probably just gonna I'm gonna try this stuff on. I'm not gonna try it on for you, but there's a bunch of stuff that I have to like clean up and like want to do giveaways and stuff like that. And I've always said I've always wanted to do a lot of it moving forward, but I feel like now like I have more shit than I need, both apparel and subs. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna see how often I can do it, because I don't want to be like, we're gonna do it every week, and then like after 2 weeks I run out of shit, because it depends on how much I want to give away, you know, like the entry, the level, this, that. So I didn't even end up running a podcast last night, because I was just I was editing fuck's his name. You know what's crazy? I was like, next time I pick up the camera I want to know his name, but I didn't. But I went to his IG, and I think it's Julio, but his name on Instagram is Caesar, like the username, or it's both, I don't know. I'm editing his video. Angelina's just went up. It did really well. And then we're gonna be, I don't think we're doing too much this weekend, because we're finally getting our first winter storm. So like we'll see how that all plays out. But other than that, the video was all over the place. And obviously, I don't even know if I mentioned it, but obviously, Raw and Revive, just code Yanni at checkout. And also, my cookie dealer protein is now code Yanni. That's a new sponsorship, but it's actually owned by Raw as well. But for the boys and girls that love their sweets, that's including myself, you can head over there and use code Yanni to save you some cash. And I think you have to order in cookies of like 5. You can't just order like a cookie. It's not going to make sense for shipping. And speaking of shipping, because Raw is doing so well, we did get the follow-up email, which if you're subscribed to their like I guess their email list or like subscription service, whatever you want to label it, anything over now $75 is free shipping. So it doesn't, before it was $200, and that's obviously kind of high, even though not really, because if you get like a tub of protein and a tub of pre and like a shirt or two, you're already at like one, I don't know, a little over one, because pre is what, 40 or 20 if you got the essential. The post was 50. But now it's like, if you're only doing post and pre, it's it will most likely be free shipping. If not, throw a pair of socks in there and you're all right, because shipping is like $10+ that just goes to waste. It ends up going, not to waste, but it ends up going to obviously the shipping carriers that now you guys can save and or spend more money on the company. And of course, that is after code Yanni that you have to spend $75 to send it out. So this is definitely a weird video. Not gonna cut it, not gonna clip it, not gonna do anything. Just there's a lot to be said. I don't need to say it all. As the videos do come out, I'll probably have more like structure and this and that. I'm not gonna be like the one video that explains it all, but I feel like you guys got a lot. So you guys seen everything that's been going on at Powerhouse. And again, if you haven't, head over to the both pages, both myself, Paul's, or all 3 pages, and the Powerhouse page. On the updates, it's almost been daily updates. So go look at that. I'm not gonna beat it like a dead horse. It's already gone. More stuff is coming. If it just so happens to come while I'm recording in the gym, I will throw it in there. You saw the brand changes. You saw the cutoff and the vets of the business ownership, which I think that's what I've constantly brought up from last night into the post gym session thoughts, like the gym clarity, post gym clarity, kind of like being able to vet your own businesses. I think that might be a topic that I will run on the podcast in terms of like how to do it, an efficient way to do it, because you don't want to just go broke. Obviously, you don't want to make sure, hey, cut everybody off, and then like you don't have money. You want to make sure you're playing the chess game. So definitely that's going to be a talk on the podcast, which hasn't been recorded. I'm just going to gather some thoughts that way I'm not rambling. And then the physique. I'll let you guys know when the show is, how much time I have, where I am physically, what needs to be worked on, what needs to be addressed. Obviously the IT issue and the outer sweep of the quad. that's leaving my head right now in terms of like the anatomy and what to label it. Gonna fix that with Shay, masseuse, and Doc, and Paul if he has any insight, and then everything with the nerve. Obviously, it's just constant. I just constantly work at that, so it's just water under the bridge. Just gotta make sure I'm on top of my game with that. But other than that, thank you guys. If there's any questions or any concerns, if it's not live on Instagram, I'll just keep it in the back of your head when I do open up the applications for coaching. But as of right now, it is verbally open, but I haven't thrown out the application yet. But I did just make the decision too, because like I said, kind of getting rid of that whole New Year, New Me crowd. But be sure to subscribe if you're new. Leave a like, comment, whatever. Like I said, this is going to be very long. So if you don't like this style of video, just a little cleaner, I don't know if this is for you. So by all means, if it's not for you, you can just politely click off and fuck off. Because like I like this stuff. It allows me to think. It allows me to breathe. It allows me to get everything on paper. And I can go back, because now X amount of months that I've been off, not that there's lost progress because of the short form content and updates on Instagram, but it's like I don't know where I was at physically. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. So that's like why I'm doing YouTube. If everybody wants to know like why, it's to document everything: business, physical, mental, spiritual, all of it. So thank you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.